Welcome back. It's been a long time, but I saw this and I just have to post it. Like, I've came out of my weird silence just so I could talk about this wonderful lady behind my face. So, if you don't know anything about this lady, she is Jose Marie, I think is how you say her last name. She goes by the Parnell Family. She's mostly on TikTok. I've talked about like Dog Her Dozen and Crazy Pieces before in the past about like they're exploiting their children for views and cash and other things. And she's basically that. I think she has a couple thousand subscribers. I don't know. I don't really care. But she's on Facebook and TikTok and a little bit of YouTube. I had trouble finding this anywhere but Facebook, and I guess it's on TikTok too. But this lady is finding the hard way that you're going to have a lot of haters when you're on the internet. And she has had some people who have figured out where she lives, and they're telling people, like, this is her address. And just her responses, she is snark worthy, okay? I worry about the children as far as like they're being exposed to things. She says that she's trying to hide this from her children, but listen how loud she's talking. So this is just for fun. Maybe she will learn how to be a little bit more respectful of her children's privacy, because that's the biggest thing that I have a problem with this. So let's have some fun.
I am making a report and I'm in my literal bathroom. So my kids...
Your literal bathroom. Did you have like a fake one? A figurative bathroom? Yes, I'm gonna be like this.
Don't hear me, because this is very freaking serious. I understand that with content creating comes a lot of hate, because
I don't want my children to hear me, but I'm yelling really loud in the bathroom, so I hope they can't hear me. And based on the fact you're gonna tell us you had police at your house and you're telling them about it, did they go into your little bathroom too and had a literal conversation in the literal bathroom so that your children couldn't hear you yelling? Doubt it, but okay.
I've seen it on other content creators, way bigger content
I do like a shower curtain.
creators. I mean, I've seen it and I've dealt with some here and there. Believe it or not, I have more support than hate on my page, on all of my platforms at that. Now tonight, somebody that has been hating and have been leaving such nasty freaking lying messages at that decided it'd be a good idea to leak my address where I live with my children.
I mean, like, anyone can find that. It's not just your hater, or haters, it's literally public record to a point. So it's like literally anyone can figure out where you live. They just have to watch you go into your house. So this, okay. Like, are they, I guess, I don't know, like, is done, because I even looked on Reddit to see if, like, she had a Reddit. I don't think she has a Reddit. So where are they posting it? Like, maybe in the comments? I don't know, but they're screwing with you, hun. They're screwing with you.
And my family. Oh, and the funnier part is that they're blaming me. They're saying it's my fault for basically, I guess, for being a content creator. It is.
Well, you don't really get much privacy when you're a content creator like this, where you're selling your life and your children's lives, which is what I have a problem with, and that's why I'm picking on you. So it is your fault because you are spreading information about yourself and spreading information about your children. So yes, that part is your fault. And I know I keep pausing it, sorry. Also, it's your fault that you're feeding into this and you're giving them the energy that they need to keep doing this. So now that you've done this video and it progressively gets worse to her encouraging them, it's on you.
That you went digging for my address, that you went finding my address, and that you posted my address. You.
Where'd they post it? I don't care, but where'd they post it?
All of this leads to you. You're the one digging, you're the one looking, you're the one pushing. And out of a year that I've been content creating and pushing to be where I'm at, not one freaking time have I had this issue ever with.
Well, now you do. Congrats. Welcome to the internet. It only took you a year. Wow. It took me one video. And I already had haters. I'm shocked it took a year.
No one ever ever. And I am on YouTube, I am on Facebook, I am on Instagram, and I have been posting on TikTok. TikTok is where I started, not once.
TikToxic. Great. It's probably in toxic TikTok that they're getting slammed.
But you know what's sad? Like the officer told me, I'm not the first content creators whose address got leaked, but I'm also not the last one that this is going to happen to.
Duh.
And you know what this officer told me? You know what they're doing now?
What?
They put an alert on my address to keep police officers nearby just in case someone comes to my property.
No. Okay, so they'll put an alert on your address. So, like, if anyone, like, swats your house and says, hey, this lady has a figurative bomb in her house and she's holding her children hostage, then, yeah, they're going to look at your account and be like, okay, well, we see that she has issues with the general public because of her decisions online. So this could be not so legit. We might want to look into it but not freak out and, like, go attack her and her family's house and see what happens. So they're not on standby for you, honey. You're really not that important. Sorry. They're not going to be doing that for me either. So it's not, like, I'm not saying that it's just you, because I'm not that important either, but okay.
Just in case something happens. That's what they're doing now, thanks to you. Now you've made it to the point where I'm not going to want to sleep tonight because...
Wow. I mean, what are they going to do? Ring the doorbell?
I'm going to be worried sick about whatever lunatic can come outside because of you, not because...
I mean, I'm worried about that on a daily basis, and I even live in a decent town. Yeah, I mean, get an alarm system?
Me, I didn't sit here, I didn't post my address, I didn't sit here, and I didn't freaking, oh my god, I live so-and-so here. I didn't do that. It was you. So the fact that then...
I mean, you posted about everything else about your life. Why not? Literally, why not? I mean, Doggerty Dozen even posted a picture of their dog with the dog collar that has her phone number on it. So Doggerty Dozen wants to share her phone number. Why not your address? It's fine. It's public record anyway. If you vote, it's public record.
You do what you do, and then you want to put the blame on a content creator is crazy. It is so crazy. You know what else is going to happen?
What?
A month before Christmas, where we already put up our Christmas decorations, we have our Christmas set up.
I'm considering decorating early too. So, can't hit you there. Like, I don't know if I'm going to do it this soon, but, like, maybe next week. Start decorating. Why not? Thanksgiving's really late this year. Can't really hit her that hard for it.
I have to move now. Now my husband is in contact with our renting company. And now we're going to have to leave. Meaning that I'm going to have to uproot everything here and move out of this home because I no longer feel safe for my children or myself.
Honey, they're going to find you again. That's the problem. Is they found you once, they will find you again. Especially now that you made this video, sweetheart. They're going to come back for you again because you're encouraging it, okay? So, like, people like Kira Silverton, people like Crazy Pieces, they have a house they're looking at. Everyone's already found it on Zillow, okay? It's not that hard, all right? If you're going to broadcast your entire life, they're going to find it, and they're going to find you. So don't be surprised. Your next place, they already found it. So you might as well not. Just invest in the security system at this point. Can you get out of your lease anyway?
Being here. And that's what's going to happen now. All because you hate me so much, and you have to be sitting here stalking everything. And that's fine. You know what?
They didn't stalk everything. They just said what your address was. I mean, yes, they shouldn't have done it. No, they shouldn't do that. No, you should not do that. To be clear, you should not post other people's address. You should not dox anybody. Blah, blah, blah. Obvious stuff. I guess I gotta say that. But, come on.
It's fine if you found my address, but what made it okay for you to post it? What made it okay for you to post my address?
What made it okay for you to post your children's lives? Where they can't consent and they don't know and realize that there's people like this out there that are, like, doxing their family and eventually might, like, have a parasocial relationship and endanger them more. What about that? The doxing person's in the wrong. Okay, I get it, but she's just ridiculous. It gets worse.
Where you know millions of people could see it. But somehow it's my fault, which is crazy. Now, out of all of the supporters that I have, there is the same 5 people in a group going back and forth with each other, talking mad crap. I am tired of it. But you will.
It's involvement in your... Oh my gosh. Any comment is engagement, and you need that. And you want to grow so badly. Let them. That was something that I learned very quickly when I posted my first short for Doggerty Dozen, was let them go off, okay? It's in your best interest, actually. And if it's very, very horrible, delete the comment or block them, but engagement's good. Good or bad, it's good.
Not push me off my platform. I have worked so hard for this, and I have been here, and I love what I do. And
I'm earning a living off my child's backs and private lives. And I'm not going to let you stop me.
I love the support that I have. You telling me that I'm a beggar and that, oh my God, I receive gifts? No, I don't beg for nothing. That I'm a dry beggar? I don't sit here and I don't beg for nothing. I went today and I bought my kids clothes. Yes, because they needed clothes. Because now that upset them too. But I do what I have to do for my children. I take care of my children. I had an officer in here for an hour and a half where he saw all of my kids. He saw them playing. He saw them jumping. I even had him come and see Josiah because I'm tired of it. Then
who's Josiah? Her guy? I don't know. I know nothing about her. I don't care. Okay, so he did a welfare check.
He read all the messages and even he was like, holy crap, that's serious harassment and stalking.
Okay. Make a report. Welcome to the world of anything. They're not going to do anything about it, but at least it's documented.
And he gave me his card with his name and his number and the case number behind it.
Wow, he gave you his card? This is serious. He gave you his card. He might want to marry you now, too. Just saying.
To call him if anything else happens. I'm also in contact with Facebook Meta. And we're going to figure this thing out.
Ooh, Facebook Meta. Woo! Look at ya. Look at you, man.
Because you know what?
She is after you. Watch out, doxer. Facebook's on your ass. I'd be scared.
Content creator, as much as everyone say we ask for this, we're also humans and we also have to protect our lives. But don't worry, because I was also told by this officer that once we move, I could actually pay to have my address secured so no one can see my address. So
okay. You can actually pay so that no one can see your address. I have to look into this because that sounds like a scam. That really sounds like a scam. So what are they going to have? Like, okay, this is not her house information, but like there's house 101, 102, and then it's going to skip to 104. What? I mean, if you're a voter, it's going to be public, sweetheart. It's public. I mean, if you could do that means you never get any more junk mail. How much is it? I might want to do that. I get a lot of junk mail.
No one can know where I live. And you know what else is going to happen?
What?
Even though you guys haven't figured out what school my kids go to, I'm going to have to change them from schools now. All because somebody hates me.
What are these glasses? They're huge. It's half your face. And why are they so cloudy and dirty? And it's not even like the reflection. It's really weird.
So much. They had to come and do this and think that it's funny. They think this is funny. That's the worst.
Well, yeah, because you're feeding into it. And I don't necessarily think that you need to switch your children's school because somebody exposed your address. I mean, that was something that was eventually going to be found out anyway, because there's probably viewers who go send their children to the same school you go to, and they're talking about that anyway. I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't put your kids online. There's a thought. But what do I know? I just work here.
They think this is literally funny. They are feeding off of it.
Hilarious.
But I hope that you know that even though you're commenting under anonymous and a fake profile, if you continue to do so, I am going to continue now to screenshot and save every message. And I will be taking this to the court tomorrow.
So if they continue to post anonymously, you're going to take screenshots of it and report it to the court. So if they reveal their identities like Batman taking his mask off, you won't report it? That's just how you said it. I'm just clarifying for the general public.
And hopefully I could get me a lawyer, and I'm also going to push that through.
Hopefully I can get me a lawyer. That sounded very educated. I know I don't sound that well educated, but I don't ask for nothing with something she said. Hopefully I can get me a lawyer. Famous. These people get to be famous.
And I hope that you know that these links could be figured out. That just because you're hiding behind a fake screen, it could be figured out. And you know who?
A fake screen. I mean, my screen seems real. Is yours not real? I know what you're trying to say. I know the word salad does mean something, but it's not being communicated properly. I know what you're trying to say. I know it. And I know that you're angry, so probably you have a more intelligent way of saying this than any other day. And remember, we're being quiet so our kids don't hear. We're hiding in a little bathroom. But okay.
Told me that? My uncle, who's a detective. But he lives in Michigan. Well, not Michigan, Chicago, which...
Okay. Oh my gosh, it's not even that funny, but she has an uncle who's a detective. I have an uncle who lives in Taiwan and teaches English. Maybe he's a detective too on the weekends. I don't know. Doesn't everybody have like an uncle that's a detective? Or an FBI agent or a lawyer? Everyone has like an uncle that's like that. Drug dealer. Everyone has a cool uncle. Uncles are cool. I think my uncle watches this. Hi. He lives in Michigan, or wait, he lives in Chicago. Did he just move? Like, how do you get Michigan and Illinois mixed up? I'm in Ohio and I live 6.5 hours from a part of Illinois. At least 5 hours from Illinois. What do you mean? What do you mean? What? He's such a good detective. You don't even know where he lives. Ooh.
That's the worst part about all of this. I had to sit here.
That he lives in Michigan, but then he's not in Michigan, he's in Chicago. That's the worst part. That's right. It's not the fact that your privacy of your children has been compromised at all just because of you, or that this person's encouraging that behavior and you're encouraging even more. The worst part is your uncle's a detective that lives in Michigan, but yet no, it's Chicago. Got it.
Call him. I had to sit here and call my uncle so he could refer me to his lawyer.
Who's also in Michigan and or Chicago, and so like they're gonna represent me in whatever state that I'm in, because you know how that works, because like totally that's how it works. And what?
So yeah, now I'm gonna have a very, very fun time before.
And now you're gonna have a very big bill from a lawyer. Is that great? Good luck.
For the holidays, because someone thought this was gonna be funny and then put the blame on me.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Not funny, not cool. And to all my
I mean, I agree, but you're just being ridiculous.
amazing supporters that have been here through day one, thank you so much for the love and support y'all give me. Thank you for always being there for me. Thank you for always worrying about my kids.
Thanks for paying my bills.
But these people don't get to win. I am
Okay.
tired of seeing this
I think you're letting them win right now, but what do I know?
all over social media. This isn't just me, y'all. They have been targeting, people like this have been targeting bigger content creators.
Targeting?
I mean, bigger content creators. They have been pushing them. They have been cyberbullying. They've been doing...
Like physically pushing them? What does that mean? I wrote a paper in cyberbullying, like twice. So I wrote one in high school, probably senior year, because I was being cyberbullied senior year. So I wrote a paper about it. And then I rewrote that paper with a lot more like research and a lot more like references. And I did a lot more research study for it and rewrote it then. My teacher in college, she got annoyed with me because I kept spelling bullying wrong. I kept forgetting the Y. So it's cyberbullying. Sorry. That's the side note.
When it's to the point where these people cry and break down, it is not okay. And it's not. This is not okay. I don't even think I'm going to be able to sleep tonight with one eye open, with the phone on 911.
You do that? Already? You don't think you can sleep tonight with one eye opened? Are your eyes okay? You could lose your eyesight.
If I have to call these people, it's not cool. It's really not. And the fact that people think this is okay and then blame us for it, it's crazy, because never not once did I post my address. Never not once did I post anything. Ever. All right, y'all.
Except your children's lives and privacy. So that's okay, but whatever. Let's see what people say. Welcome to my page. Family almost 10. Ew. Morning routine vlogs. What I feed my kids and the life and more. Now what? Why are you saying now? Okay, a lot of support. Well, it's just jealousy. That's why they're posting your address. At least she has support, I guess, but maybe you should stop posting about your children and their lives. Okay, I think there's a follow-up here. You turn your heat on. The weather's been so weird. Okay, stop posting pictures of your kids and maybe they could be safer. Why'd you post the same thing like 15 times? I think she says okay with every video. Okay, where's your follow-up? I'm bored. BRB. Interesting here.
She's just been staying at... All right, y'all. Y'all want to come to Publix with me? Yes, you do. Let's go. Y'all have been asking for my mom, and she's been...
Oops.
And she's been okay, y'all. She's just been staying at her place. Remember, she has her own house, guys.
So we now know that you go to Publix, and if we watch this long enough, we'd probably figure out which Publix based on the fact that we know what city you live in and what state you live in. We know that you're close enough to Publix, so you're kind of just handing us that information. Just a thought. Here's my front door.
Come on, guys. The twins are napping and Alex.
Wow, you can't miss the skeleton jack right there.
On the
Wow.
table and go.
Idiot.
All right, y'all, come with me to the doctor's. We're here to see about my hernia repair and my tubal ligation, which is not really ligation anymore. It's a tubal removal. I haven't seen myself in one of these mirrors since after postpartum.
So here's the doctor's office I go to. Let's look at it on the outside. I'm showing my outfit, but I'm really showing like what the building looks like. So I'm really being careful with where I'm showing you guys where I'm living nearby. It's not her fault at all. Okay, I want to say that I'm glad that she feels like she has support and there are people that are encouraging her and she feels supported. And yes, there's a lot that is wrong with what this person is doing. She's doing wrong things too. I am just in a snarky mood and I'm being a little mean, okay? It's not right what the person has done. But
y'all, so I wanted to do a quick update because I know that a lot of y'all have been very worried about us. We're okay. I ended up having to call the cops again last night because people thought it'd be funny to get DoorDash sent to my house. 2 people back to back at the exact same time.
So they sent you food? They found out your address and sent you, I'm assuming, food? I mean, was it poisoned? If anyone wants to figure out my address and send me free food that's not poisoned, you're welcome to do so. What do you mean? Why did you... 911, they sent me free food. I mean, did they send you the bill as well? Because that does suck, but it's like, I think they have to pay beforehand, so... What? You're complaining about free food?
At the time the people were leaving, the officer that I had called again was pulling up, so he talked to both of them. And
the officers are like, I'll be right there. I know I said they were like right at your door all the time watching for you and stuff, but give me like 20 minutes and I'll be there.
One of the dashers was able to give us a name of the person that sent it.
Okay.
Which, we got that. We wrote it down.
She wrote it down. I'm glad you wrote it down. Don't want to count on memory alone. I agree. I'm glad you wrote it down. Put it in your spiral notebook with the other person too, if you figure that out. What if it was a fan? What if it's a fan? Like, okay, you revealed your address. Your address was revealed. You didn't reveal it. And what if they're one of your fans? What do you mean? Sorry, fan, you sent them a free pizza, but she's taking you down.
And we also reported that as well. The officer took it down. I have a case. I also reported one of the names. And then I went into the group and I started just looking through everybody that's a group admin. And I hope everybody knows that even though you're commenting anonymously, whenever you click on your name, and if you have commented anonymously or not, we could still see who.
Anonymously? Yeah, that's kind of a given that the group leaders can know actually who's posting anonymously. That is a thing, yes. Yes.
The person was. So I was able to find 2 more people like that who I've also given the names to the authorities that was in the comments, and I found the name of the person that shared my address, which I also gave that to them as well. I'm not going to speak on it anymore. I will continue to do my original content. I will continue to show y'all that I'm here.
You guys do know that doxing is not illegal, right? It's immoral, but it's not illegal. I don't know if you know that. I don't know if your detective uncle knows that, but it's not illegal to say, hey, so-and-so lives here. And it's not illegal to send you a pizza or whatever it was either. So I guess I need more information. Could be wrong. But I think I need more information because right now nothing illegal has happened. Immoral things have happened, but you've done immoral things yourself. So, like posting your children who have no rights of privacy.
Here, as of right now, there's not very much I can speak on it. We're just taking it as it is. Like, URLs are being saved, y'all. Screenshots, any messages that y'all see of the sorts, you could feel free to send them to me because I am documenting everything. They want me to absolutely document everything day in, day out. If I see a
yeah, but there's nothing that's gonna happen. I mean, these people could threaten your lives and they still aren't gonna do much about it until actually someone does something. Like, you could like send them a warning like, hey, we're watching you, but that's as far as it's gonna go. As far as I've seen, they've not done any defamation. They have just said your address. And freedom of speech, they're allowed to talk bad about you and they're allowed to have opinions about you. Whatever.
File that's saying something, I have to get the URL. I have like 4 URLs from the same people going back and back, so I have those even on Reddit. Those are also being looked into. They took them down. They wrote them down. They took my number, all that stuff. What made it
I would hope
serious was that my address was put out, y'all, because if my address would have never been posted out there, this would have never gone here, because it's like they told me trolls like to sit on social media and this is what they do, and that's fine. The problem is that my address was being sent, and with the fact that my address, along with how much we pay in rent and all that, was put out there, that
Okay, well, maybe they're suggesting that you're asking for things, because you did bring that up in your last video. I'm glad you brought that up, because I wasn't going to say anything about it, but now that you said that, you said something about the fact that you bought your children clothes. So it sounded like you were asking, you were begging for funding so that you could get your kids clothing. Okay, so the fact that they posted how much you pay, see that, okay, that makes more sense, because they're trying to say, if you can afford this rent, then you can afford to clothe your children. It's all coming together. Did your uncle, the detective, tell you that that makes sense of probably their intentions, or he's probably flying between Michigan and Chicago right now and can't talk? I get it.
so it kind of gave the officer the idea, like, okay, now this is too much. This is just too much. Them themselves told me, like, holy cow. So that's really what turned this into that. If the address would have never been leaked, I would have not even called the police. I would have not even started the process report, because I can't do anything. But y'all
You still can't.
posted my address, and you guys are laughing. The fact that I have little kids and you guys have practically...
And you're feeding them to do it again and do it again and do it again, especially when you move. They will announce where you're moving before you even get your stuff in there, sweetheart. Be ready. And that's not a threat from me. That's a warning. Because I'm sure they'll find out pretty fast. And friends that you think are friends probably are not your friends. Just a consideration.
Put them in danger's way, and y'all are laughing. And then y'all say...
You're putting them in danger's way because you're showing them on the internet. Your children are being watched by people who have malicious thoughts towards them. Your children's likeness, image, voice can be used on AI to be something that it should not ever be, that is gross and disgusting by disgusting people. You're putting them in danger as well, sweetie. So keep that in mind. People knowing your address is not as dangerous, but it could be possibly because you put your kids on the internet. So now those crazy people that were disgusting, want to do bad things to kids, could possibly find your children. And the fact that we know what your outside door looks like, we know the layout of your house. I literally just found you on Facebook today after I've heard about this situation and how you speak. Okay? I know your house layout, and I went through 4 videos and maybe a couple of reels, okay? But the doxer is the entire problem? I think not.
Here and blame me for it. I'm also contacting Meta, and Meta has been great.
I'm mad now. I knew what she said in the first video, but I didn't know anything about this like follow-up video. Now I'm mad.
Where it's still an ongoing case with them as well due to cyberbullying, cyber stalking. So that's also going on as well.
That happens every day in high school, sweetie. Grow up.
And like I said, that's pretty much all I have. But I am okay, y'all. I am okay. I have to...
At this point, I don't care. I care about your kids, but your word I can't say.
Take Lo to the pediatrician. She spiked a fever, like I said this morning.
Oh, thank you for that information.
So they're gonna see her. Her pediatrician doctor told me there's a flu outbreak going around right now.
You're gonna give us the pediatrician's name since we know everything else. You might as well do that too. Idiot.
So scared and hoping it's not the flu and it's just like a head cold or something. That's pretty much what we're doing. We're going about our day. We found a really beautiful house though, and that's like exciting after I'm trying to keep from crying, but it's really beautiful and we already applied, did all that stuff. Now we're just waiting. And
great, they can start looking now. You're an idiot. You are an idiot.
Yeah, that's pretty much all we got going today. Tomorrow I have my appointment for, before my checkup for my hernia repair, my tubal ligation.
I don't care.
Have all that coming up. So taking it one day at a time. We're going to be fine. I am the type of person that like to take things in a positive way so I don't freak myself out.
Yeah. You've been very positive the last 2 episodes. Were you yelling?
So that's just what I'm doing. And
You're being a normal person? Cool.
I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Bye! Okay. I have to stop because I am mad. I may not seem mad, but I am mad. Like, I started out snarky, and I was like, oh yeah, blah, 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 you're an idiot because you're being stupid and the way you're talking. I'm mad now. And I'm sorry that the video is vertical. That's how she filmed it, so this is how I have to do it. So, yeah. A weird video to come back with after a really long time of silence, but you know what? It is what it is. I just had to talk about this while I was still relevant. See, I can't even talk. Relevant. Yeah. Revenant. No. Why it's still current. And I talked bad about her. So, let me know what you think, guys. I hope you have a great day. Remember to like, subscribe, and all that jazz. And I'll see you next time. Bye!